So, about a week ago, I made the history of peanuts. It's very different than the usual videos I made. Now, one of the things I've shown in the video was the Peanuts book. And today, I figured why not we review it and see if I actually like this book or not. And strangely, for a history book like this, it is really packed with so many details. First of all, you get to learn about Charles Schulz's life. His life story, like, why did he start making cartoons? One of my favorite parts is that there's, like, an assignment, and the teacher needs to, like, create something. And he actually fills up a lot of stuff because, he's a great cartoonist. And the teacher liked it, and he actually showed it. She actually showed it to the class and stuff back in those early days, which is actually really interesting, and I liked it a lot. Now, this book is incredibly jam-packed. Like, how did Peanuts were made? Now, I already mentioned this in History of Peanuts, but basically, he started Little Folk. I think it was Little Folks. Yeah, it was Little Folks or something like that. And then he sold it off to United Media. I think it's United Features. There's also United Media, but, they changed it into Peanuts, and that's how we know today. And they mentioned a lot of things like Snoopy's personas, the balloons in Macy's, like, just crazy, like, incredible, like, explanation of gags and stuff. And it's great to learn about the history of famous gags and incredible moments in the series. And it also tells about, like, the series, like, original run and like, the early 2000s, like, just in 2000, because we all know what happened to Charles, unfortunately, but his legacy still lives on, and all of that. Now, as much as I could explain to you more, you gotta obviously check out the History of Peanuts video, because that's great and stuff. But overall, in this book, it's incredible. It's an incredible history of stuff. And you get to learn so much about the characters, gags, and everything. And it just looks beautiful and gorgeous. Like, look at this art style. And look, it's made by Stephen Colbert. You may know him. And although this was made in 2020, it's still a great book. And if you're wondering what I review it, it's a 10 out of 10, obviously. I mean, come on. It's beautiful. They explain the gags and characters incredibly about the history. It has an incredible history knowledge about the series. And I absolutely love it and adore it so much. And I'm so glad I got to read this because it's an incredible history. And I can't believe I loved this kind of history book. I wish people talked more about this book because I feel like it's very, like, small, like, general popular-wise, but I'm glad I enjoyed it and stuff. And I hope one day you guys get to try it because it's an incredible and fun experience. So, if you haven't seen it, like I said, make sure to see the History of Peanuts video. It's very different than I do usually. But for right now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I'm going to keep reading this more and more because, it's fantastic.